YouTubers, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. How are you? I'm still on staycation, but when inspiration strikes, you paint, and I thought, well, I'll film it today and throw it up next week. Shout out to Jacqueline for supporting my channel, and a shout out to Wendy, one of my students, who turned me on to a different type of canvas. These guys here, this is what I'm going to paint on today. You see how it's curved? These are Fredrix. These are Convex canvases from Fredrix, which is a really good canvas company. Love their stuff, particularly their rounds, because they're not staple back. These are staple back, but since it's Fredrix, there's like a million staples, so it's nice and flat. And I thought I would try to do some negative space blooms, because I gave some thought about what it would look like with cells running over these edges, and I thought it might look messy. So we'll give those a go, and I'm trying some new paints too, so let me get you down. All right, looking good. So the kind folks at Crystalac, the company that makes the bright tone varnish that I demoed, they sent me some of their paints. These guys right here, and these little tubes. These are called Flippin' awesome paints. They're actually furniture paint, but Jen Neal, my buddy Jen, is always talking about how awesome these are concentrated pigments, and she uses them in her fluid acrylic work and raves about them. So I thought, well, I'll give them a go since they sent me a whole bunch of colors, which was super nice of them. And so all I've done was mix these with my pouring medium. That'll come up on the screen, and to show you the colors, because I'm going to change one of them. So this first one here is Midnight Blue. It's like a pale version of Payne's Gray to me. Like, that's really not Midnight Blue to me. Midnight Blue's like, you know, midnight. This is like 5 a.m. I'm gonna crack myself up. So I'm gonna take some of my golden indigo, shake that up, and just add, I think, I'll just like there's like 3 drops into that to make it a darker shade, and see what that looks like. 3 might not have been enough. Yeah, that didn't do anything. It was more like 2.5. Let me give that a squirt. There we go. Just to make it a shade or 2 darker. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. All right. So that's like 2 shades darker, so I'm happy with that. And then the other colors, we have Totally Teal, Mermaid Green. No, I didn't use Mermaid Green. That one got the day off. I used Mint Green. There's the Midnight Blue. And there's another one called Robin's Egg Blue that I'm not using. So I just have the Midnight Blue, the Mint, the Teal, and this is my, you know, my golden nickel, quinacridone nickel azo gold that I use. And then I want these, I really want this to lighten up, so I'm going to use a shade called Lovely Linen, and I wanted to show you how I mix these up. So I'm just going to poke it with my giant push pin to open it up. I already have a cup. So I don't need a lot of paint today. This is just like little itty bits amount of paint. So there, barely an ounce of pouring medium. And then I am going to just squirt a bit of this in there like that and give it a mix. I'm gonna grab a spoon, wipe off the spoon. Okay. And since it's linen color, it changed. That's it. That's all you need. So since it's so highly pigmented, you only need a little tiny bit. It's kind of like golden fluid acrylics in that respect. And I am not going to mess with this consistency. I rarely do when I'm using fluid acrylics of any brand. I tend to leave it be. If it if I use tube paint and it's too thick, then I usually end up adding a little bit of varnish, or sometimes just a little couple drops of water, either or. All right, so there's our colors. I'm using Amsterdam's Titanium White as a cell activator today. And this should be, I'm not gonna say it, because I always say it, then it turns out to be like an hour and a half long video. So I'm not gonna say anything at all. All right. I don't know about you guys, but are you getting tired of everything in life being hard? Like, they opened the pools in my town, but in order to keep everyone safe, it's timed swimming, and they have different times for different activities. So just for like an open swim for kids to like play around, you get a 2-hour window, and there's only, out of 20 pools, there's only 6 open, and like we have been unable to get into the pools since the end of June. Like, we stalk the website where you sign up, and it's always packed. It's always filled. Or like we wanted to go see, go to this farm to see sunflowers, and getting tickets to that is nearly impossible. It's just wearing on me. COVID is wearing on me. Let's spin this out a little bit. Get it to roll over those edges. Oh, I forgot to put my paint down. That's my bad. Usually I just put a little bit of house paint or something to help it stick, and I forgot. So it went a-flying. It's like my little saucer. There we go. Let me try it now. There we go. All right, that's covered nicely. All right, got my little mini hair dryer. Just layer a tiny puddle and kind of blow it out so that we have some negative space areas. See what it looks like? If I don't like it in the middle, you know me, I'll scrape it and maybe do something off center. We'll see how it goes. So let me start with the teal. And then we'll go with a darker blue gray color. If you hear voices in the background, that's because my daughter's working on her online summer school homework. Oop, just stuck my cup in there. There's the mint green, that's pretty. And then we'll do the quinacridone. And then I'm gonna put that linen color on top, and then white on top of that. So this might be interesting. I'm not so sure that this is a good idea for the order. And then my white cell activator. And we'll give this a blow. All right, cross your fingers for me. Here it goes. Oh my gosh, aren't those colors pretty? The quinacridone nickel azo gold did exactly what I hoped. So we knew it was going to run over these Convex sides, almost like peacock colors here in the middle. I'll give a little puff in the middle. I probably shouldn't have blown right there. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll drizzle on some white. This I love. This is what I have in mind right there for sure, and in here. Let me see. Excuse the head a second. give that a second. Oh, I need to get the other spot. It'll bug me. Just let that collect. And we'll give it a gentle spin. I didn't want the whole thing covered. I wanted it to just stop just like that. I probably made my puddles too big. These are the little 8-inch ones. They come in a variety of sizes too. But I wanted to make sure I liked them. I bought them off of Amazon. And so, yeah, see, this is what I wanted. And I'm not gonna get it everywhere else. See how that just kind of like fades and runs down just like a little bit? I don't like this messy part here either. Basically, what I like is this area, and this area. I don't mind that here. I wonder if I can take off these two parts and just have white. Because I really, really do want the negative space today. Let me grab my spatula and give that a whirl, which is downstairs. I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. So let's just do some operating and take off this stuff here. Kind of like that. I'll scrape some of this off. Let me do this so you guys can see better. There we go. Where else? Scrape off there, and then in here. Hiya. All the way down. And then let's fill those. Ooh, I don't like this. Let me see if I can surgically remove this little bit right there. Grab my white. I'll just drizzle some in here like this first with my stick, instead of trying to pour it on. Since we already spun it out, I don't want to put too much paint on here. Probably have to give it another little baby spin though. How does that look? I don't know. Let me do the other little part and then we'll take a look at it. Maybe I won't make them, initially I thought, oh, I can make a little diptych, but I don't think I'm gonna. Maybe the next one, I just bloom the whole thing. What do you think? Something like that. I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced I'd like this. I don't like the straight line there. It doesn't look natural. Like over here, it looks very natural the way it fanned out. That looks fake to me. It looks like I need to give it a blow or something. That's a little better. And then maybe in here, you think? I'm gonna grab a straw. I have one handy. Let's do just so it doesn't look like a hard line. That's better. I'm not convinced I like this, y'all. I'm gonna just give it a little baby spin, and I'm gonna set it off to the side, and we'll do the other one. You tell him, Dusty. You tell that mailman. I'm gonna set this one off on my corner, Dust, and hey, he's gone. And look at it with fresh eyes in a minute. Yeah, I do love the colors. Oops. So lift up the pizza pie, and we're just gonna stick it on this corner right here because there's a nice ledge. Throw the other one up there. Go again. And maybe I do the whole thing. Maybe it looks okay with the whole thing. And press that down into my paint. All right, number 2. All right, house paints. Maybe change up the order a little bit. Let's start with the darker blue. A little more in the puddles this time so that we get full coverage. That's a gorgeous shade of teal. And a gorgeous shade of mint green too. Look at those 3 together, really super pretty. And I think we did the azo gold and then the linen and then the white. I'm gonna do linen first. And then my azo gold. And then the white cell activator. Change it up a little bit. All right. Let's see what it looks like completely covered. Wow, and the azo gold was like, here I am. Thanks for putting me on top. Wow. And I didn't get it all the way around. We'll see in a second. I'm gonna leave some of that white show too. Just let that collect. This is gorgeous here. We'll see what happens when we spin it. I think I do like the whole thing covered though. I'm waiting for it to run down here. Just give it a second because, you know, it's not a hard edge. So it's slowly like falling over. It's like a little waterfall on the sides. And the sides are beautiful. That's beautiful. That's the winner, y'all. I'm gonna redo the other one. I tried it with the negative space. You going outside, honey? All right, bye, honey. I think it just looks nicer covered. And the amazing thing is how the lacing stays on the sides. And since this is convex, you're really going to see the sides when you put these on the wall. Yep. Let me put him on a little cookie sheet or a cookie cutter, and we'll redo the other one. Hold on. I'm going to wreck that too. I think I have enough paint on there, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my puddle right in the middle of this. So do the blue. Let's go mint next. And I'm almost blah blah blah. I'm almost out of paint to experiment with. So fun to play. I liked what I did last time with the linen and then the gold. And then the white cell activator. Did I save myself enough? Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can get a pretty bloom. Couldn't find the off switch. All right. I do like the white in the middle. I'm not going to puff that whole thing up. Just a couple little areas like that side, and then like, oh, Karen, crying out loud. And then maybe right there. Like that. Give that a second. I can't see. I don't like being able not that. Let me see what it looks like. Just a wimpy spin. I'm seeing if I like that white in the middle or not. I'm gonna take this off just a little more. Oh, I should go the other way. Let me go the other way. There we go. Let me stare at this. As I'm staring at it, I'm watching the paint run down the sides. It's really cool. I should film that in slow motion. It's so fun. It's like hypnotic to watch. I don't like this one as much as the other one. I think this green gold part, they look dirty to me. I don't know if I can spin that off or not. Try one more time. Bigger, is that better? I think that's better. Am I gonna say ta-da? Let me stare at it. I think I do. I think I say ta-da, done. Those were hella fun. Let me put him next to the other one and get you guys down for a close-up. Okay, here's the second one actually, the one we just did. It's looking great, I have to say. I don't know what my deal was initially. I think I'm thrown by the shape of the canvases and I can't decide whether or not I like them. I think that's it for me. Like the way that's running off the sides is really, really cool. But when I take a step back, I'm like, I don't know if I like the shape of the canvases. Or they're just so new and different, I'm not used to them yet. I don't know. There's the second one, and here's the first one we did. They ended up looking like a diptych after all. This one has a brighter, happier middle section, but I love how it runs off the edge. That's just really, really cool. So I'm gonna let these dry for a couple days, and then I'll come back with the dried results and say goodbye then. See ya soon. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back with the dried results of these two little convex rounds. It usually takes me a minute to decide whether or not I like something, and I just think these are adorable. They are as cute as a mushroom button. Just so cute. They make me smile. They dried great. In fact, in less than 24 hours actually, because I just filmed yesterday afternoon. I think I'm gonna do a project where I'm gonna buy like 5 of these in different sizes, maybe like 2, these are 8 inches, and maybe get a 12-inch and a 6-inch and a 10-inch, and do complementary ones that someone could take, kind of like how people decorate with dishes on the wall, and like make a design. It would look really great at the bottom of a stairwell, or maybe in somebody's dining room. They're just so cute. I can't get over it. So super happy with these. I'm gonna let them sit around for a few weeks, and they'll probably just get a coat of varnish, because I think sliding resin over the sides would be kind of tricky. And they're already fairly glossy anyway, so yeah, just a couple coats of varnish should do the trick. So I hope you guys like them as much as I do. At least the, you know, the substrate. That's just so cute. Where am I? I look like how I just woke up. So I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for getting me over to 30K hump. Greatly appreciated. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and I'll see you guys in a couple days. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.